Can you hear me from the YouTube?
With the YouTube, it's still not live. Okay, so now I'm connecting from the. Okay.
Sure.
I can hear you from the YouTube.
You can hear me as well?
Yes.
Did I even talk yet?
I can hear you.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yep, you talk. So let me bring it there, then you hear both of them for confirmation. So let me bring it there, then you hear both of them for confirmation. So this
Exit. Go other room. If you come closer, it will be echoing. You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you from both.
And do you see my screen now?
Yeah, share your screenshot.
So you see my screen now, right?
No, I can see your screen.
You cannot see my screen?
Yes.
You can or you cannot?
No, I can see your screen. I can't. Yeah, I cannot. Right now, I can see it.
You can or you cannot? Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Good. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, but it's a bit down, so you could increase your volume a bit.
Okay, so let's volume. I think I did.
Okay.
How is everybody? Can everybody hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yusha, can you hear me? Yusha, can you hear me? Hello? Yusha, can you hear me? Yusha, can you hear me? Hello, Yusha, can you hear me? Yusha, can you hear me? Okay, so how is now, Joseph?
Yeah, I can hear you, and then I can also see your slides. I mean your screen.
Okay, that's great, amazing. Thank you. So let me set up the few more screen. Why I hear echoing? Okay, I'm on. Why I'm okay? Let me see. You can help Shimu. She is trying to join. Joseph.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, we are starting in a second. Okay, so let's see. We have our own agenda. Hello, everyone. Hey, thank you for your time to join the webinar. Today's webinar topic is Multistreaming. We want to, of course, thank you for your time for joining, as well as we are recording this session, and we will share this recording in 24 hours. So today's topic, we have a very nice topic in the agenda. So let's go over this topic. Yeah. So today is Multistreaming Bootcamp Roadmap. Okay, that's our topic. Yeah. So let's get started with the intro. Then we go from there. My name is Shublu Ahmed. I'm actually the founder and CEO of TS for Your IT Bootcamp. Some of the excellent the benefits of our bootcamp is everything we do based on our own application development the standpoint. Means we teach, then also we actually share how you will be doing whatever we do here, whatever you'll be doing here, almost that you can expect the same amount of the work or the same amount of responsibility any company you join after you complete the bootcamp. So that's one of the great benefits. Means project centric, learning by doing, and work our own application development and our own application services throughout the bootcamp. So that's the reason we are unique in this case. Today's topic is MERN full stack web development. So we will go over. So M means MongoDB, it is a database. E means Express.js, JavaScript. R means React.js, JavaScript. N means Node.js, JavaScript. So combined is called the MERN. It is basically the full stack web development program. What it means the website and the business logic we call the backend, and the storage we call the database. So this student will be learning and working on our own application throughout the bootcamp. So it's called the MERN stack. Means you will be successfully complete and become a software engineer, and the programming language will be JavaScript. And you will be able to develop website, which is you can call the front end. It can be the business grade application, and also you will be able to write the business logic. Okay, we'll talk about more details, but that's your outcome will be. The industry is anything you see on any website, it is JavaScript. Anything, anywhere you see on the web, it is JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language. And JavaScript has been introduced in the industry to focus on the front end, which we call the web browser. But it has changed, it has brought to the back end as well, where we write the business logic. Means the business want to develop something. So now JavaScript actually can do both. It can write the program for the web browser, and it also can write the logic of the program for the backend, which is the business logic. And it can connect with the database, means where we store the business data. So, and it can also develop the mobile application. JavaScript also can do the desktop application. So in the entire web arena, JavaScript is dominating. Okay. And also one of the things is, once you learn one of the programming language, another programming language should be fairly easily and with the less time you can accomplish. And what is a developer does, we'll talk quickly. So I want to go over this quickly, so then we will go back. A software developer, actually, they do not write the syntax. Not only they do not write the syntax, they actually solve a problem. It means when a business say, I want a user need to be kicked out if this user type the password 3 times, wrong password. I want this user to log out, log from the system. This is a business requirements. A software developer actually solve this problem. So again, software developer job is to solve the problem by writing the syntax of each of the programming language. When I said that JavaScript has the own syntax, Java programming has the own syntax, Python has the own syntax. So programming language has their own syntax, but the problem solving is the same. So problem solving means I want from the business side, a user, if this user type the password 3 times, wrong password, I want this user to log out from the system. That's the business want me to solve. And that's actually they come with the problem solving skills. So a software developer is not just writing the syntax, they actually they solve the business problem. So this bootcamp, you will be actually learning the problem solving, of course, how the development itself, how the connectivity works, all the details. We will go over details soon. But I want to make it clear, a software developer not just writing the syntax, they solve the business problem. That's actually the core. There is no other conversation in between. Means you can have 100 of programming language, that's absolutely fine, but problem solving comes from you. Okay, so now let's go with the, I think we just mentioned, what does the MERN stack mean? I say MongoDB is a database, Express.js, it is the framework, backend framework, and the R means React framework, is a front-end framework, and means Node.js, it is a runtime engine for the JavaScript. That's it. So it means the full stack software development. Okay, so now let's go with the what will be covered in the MERN stack. Okay, so now let's go with that part. So we will be covering in the MERN stack everything we develop in-house. It is our in-house, the bootcamp roadmap. So basically, you will be starting from here, from the scratch. If you are someone, the computer science, or you're passionate about the software engineering, writing the code, problem solving, or you are interested to actually grow the skills to solve the problem, the MERN stack or any software engineering career path is good for you because you're writing the code to solve the business problem. So this is our actually the program roadmap, okay, from the scratch. So you'll be learning what the MERN stack will be doing, and from the first workshop, you'll be learning how the environment setup works. So you'll be doing from the scratch throughout your workshop. You'll be learning the code repository where you'll be storing the code, because software engineer write the code and they actually store the code in a location we call the code repository. So we will be using the Git or GitLab. And then of course, you will be starting with the front-end development. So front-end development, simple way, it's the browser. We call the browser as in a simple, the terms front-end development. So in the browser, everything you see, it is combination of 3 things: HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. Simple. And of course, you'll learn more details. I'm not going to touch. So HTML, you'll be learning. So you'll be taught the most of the HTML the needs for your website development. So HTML you can call as like the shell, means it's like the simple things, and the CSS come to make the beautification. So HTML is your website structure, and the CSS is all the beautification. We will cover the SAS, and we'll be covering the React.js as well. So this bootcamp roadmap has been designed by our team, by us, just to prepare someone after this. They will be able to work in any company. It can be small company to the large company. It means our mentor will be our own software engineer in TS4U. We do not have any outside the teacher who can teach, because it's our own. Will be teaching everything what we do. Then you will be actually going to the JavaScript. After HTML, CSS is done, you will be going about the JavaScript. In the JavaScript, that's actually the programming language. To mention, Java and JavaScript, these are two different programming language. So the core programming language for the MERN is JavaScript. Of course, we are going to cover all the details in the JavaScript. We'll be teaching, of course, then the hands-oning and the practicing and the small project we'll be doing to complete the JavaScript. This is the big one in the bootcamp, and this is actually the core one we'll be teaching in a way that you can produce the outcome throughout the bootcamp. You can check yourself so that you can get the idea. Then we'll go about the runtime engine. Again, JavaScript has been developed to run on the browser, but then it has been shifted to from not only the front door, it can go to the back end, mean the back door as well. Means I want to build the business logic using the JavaScript. While in the beginning, it is developed for the front end, so how it works in the back end. So that's the Node.js come to the picture. Node.js means node means computer. It means server. And JS means JavaScript. So it means JavaScript run on the server. So whenever we call the server, it means it is serving client request. So Node.js means Java. It's a runtime engine for the JavaScript. So it means it is connecting the front end and back end to work together, because my front end is also JavaScript, my back end is also JavaScript. So they need to go through the Node.js means runtime engine. So you will be actually going over this. This is part is simple because this is only the engine, nothing big deal here. Of course, you'll be learning introduction and the basic server, how it works. Then now you are coming to the back end. Now you're coming to the back end. Back end is the front end is where you see a user is buying something, user is sign in, user is log in, user is log out, user is depositing money, user is withdrawing money, user is posting something like in social media. This is all the front end. But we need to have some type of logic if the user is actually capable to do anything from the front end. Means user need to have a checks and balance, right? If I'm a Facebook user, now if I start the messaging deleting, they start posting some of the information I am not supposed to, or I do not have permission, that's a problem. So how that works? So basically we call the logic. So we call the backend logic. So backend logic actually evaluate all the front-end behavior. Means if user does something, it's an example, if you go to the Facebook group, any group, and if they activated that when user posts something, it will be waiting for the admin approval. It is a logic, okay? So when a user, I am a non-admin for a Facebook group, when I post something, it actually goes to the pending, because that's the way the condition is. This actually the backend logic. So now this framework, you'll learn the framework. Express.js is a JavaScript-based framework. We call the dependency, we call the packages. It's a mystery, but the simple way, it's a framework to write the backend logic so that your front end can actually call those logic to serve the user request. This is that simple. So this framework will be covered and taught very strongly, because that's the way actually coming the big picture. HTML, CSS is easy. JavaScript is the core of the whole bootcamp, means the programming language. And now once you know the core JavaScript, now the things start, means now you will be using good amount of the library or the framework start writing the code, means backend logic. We'll be covering all of this in the framework. Of course, Express.js has it has the documentation, and it has all the how to use it. We'll be covering so that you can actually write the backend logic, and you can connect with the database, which is M. M means MongoDB. So remember, you are as a browser, when you're sending the request actually come here. When you send a request from the browser, so browser send the request all the way to the Express.js, means the backend logic. And backend logic evaluate if the request is valid, acceptable. Then the backend logic say, well, now I can allow this user request to store in the database. Okay, so that the user can extract this data later. Example, if in the front end, when you do the sign up, so that it actually allow you, sign up means your username, your password, your date of birth, however the form is built. So you logged in, and then the backend actually store your information on the database. Now, if you come back on the front end again, in the website again, if you're typing the same information, same means same username, same email, right? There is a logic. Hey, block this user. Why? Backend will say, I have the user information. Why he is trying to log in again? There is no reason, right? You see this? So it means duplicate user means same email, same username. It will not be able to log in because backend is going to block. The backend will get the request, and backend will look at the database. Oh, this guy, I have this guy information. So backend is telling to the front end, hey, you are rejected because your information is already exists on the database. So please use the new email ID or the new username. So this is actually the cover the full stack. Your front end, your back end, your database. That's actually full stack. In the front end means your website, means your beautiful HTML and CSS, and your Express.js, your backend, where you are writing the logic for the business. And based on the logic, backend actually store the data or retrieve the data from the database where we store all the application data. So on the database, we'll be covering a lot of things, so that as a full stack developer, you can respond to, you can not only develop the front end application, you will be able to consume, means the connect or integrate with your backend application, means backend logic, which we call the API, application programming interface. In this case, it is RESTful API. So you are actually connecting your front end HTML, CSS, JavaScript with the backend logic, so that you can connect and then send the request. Of course, now throughout the process, you have to go to the database over and over and over, because database is most of the important piece in the puzzle, because application is not like only username and password, or application is not like the reading the news. No, application is stored the data. Application means banking application, service application, TS40 application, e-commerce application. These are all application. You actually store the data based on the user behavior. You are allowing users, mean the consumer, to retrieve the data or to upload the data or download the data, or giving the access permission to user to your system. So database is one of the important piece, which is MongoDB. After this is done, now we will actually go over the technical assessment. That's actually the problem solving. So problem solving, this is where we go back to the initial statement. A software engineer a software developer, they write syntax after they solve the problem from their brain. One more time, a software developer or software engineer, they write the syntax after they solve the problem from their brain. So on this problem solving, where you will be trained up and you'll be given the challenges step by step, some of the important challenges you'll be doing with us, and you'll be solving the problem. What will be the outcome? Outcome will be, once you will be talking about some of the problem, you will be able to, on your brain, you'll be able to start putting all the dot together. Once you have the idea, now you will go back, you will start writing the syntax, which is the code. So again, this is very important. So problems, technical assessment means problem solving skills. So we'll be covering, I think, over many technical the question, technical assessment. The whole benefit is so that you can actually gain the problem solving skills. And then finally, you will be actually working on the project. Means you will be working, developing our project side by side. That will be actually the final project will be. So in this project, you'll be learning what is the front end, what is the back end, what library has been used on the front end, what library has been used in the back end, and then how to design a front end using the HTML and CSS, how to write the logic on the back end, and then third piece is how to design a database, and then fourth is you'll be learning how to actually connect backend and database so that the logical part is good to go. And finally, you'll say, well, I want to connect my front end with the backend so that my user should be able to do all the access. So now let's see. So here, so on this, basically, we will be start developing. Here you'll be learning the fully software development, the platform. So software development platform we call the project management platform. So that is our own platform. We'll be actually breaking down and teaching you this as much as possible, as many features as possible, so that you can see. So of course, you did the user registration, right? User registration, you'll be doing the user registration. Let me go back. Okay. User registration. So of course, in any software development team you will be working, right away, you will be learning what is the problem. It means the user story. It means the business wants to make something. That's we call the business requirement document. So you will be given the vanilla English language. You'll be reading and you will be actually brainstorming. That's actually the problem solving comes. Okay, if I want to build what I need. So that's how things actually start. So if I want to build a user registration, so I want to go back to the registration field. So look at this. This is the whole thing is actually the HTML and CSS and the JavaScript. The three things behind the scene. And the fourth is your API, which is the backend logic. So now one part is called the UI UX. It's nothing but the user interface, or the graphical user interface. UX means based on the user experience, the UI UX designer come up with the design idea and they actually design it. And they provide to the front end. So this is not your job. Developing this is not your job. This is the UI UX designer. It's a position in a software development team. Once you have it, now actually you'll be start writing the front end code, right? You'll be actually implementing what you have learned on the front end, what you have learned on the back end. So now you'll be actually writing the code. And then once you write the front end code, now you'll go to the back end. Once you go to the back end, now you'll be learning, well, how I want to write the logic. Remember, the logic is once you register in a website with abc@yahoo.com, second time, you should not be able to register with the same email. It is called the business logic. Simple. So Now you have to come to the business logic part we call the backend. So now you will be actually start writing the backend logic. How you'll be learning those? Because we actually teach you here all the core JavaScript. And how you will be using the framework? Actually, that's the where you will be using this. Once you learn this framework, you will be able to write the code. So basically, you will be using the framework and problem solving skills to solve a user story, which is the business requirements. That's all you'll be doing. If you work on the back end, then you do not need to worry about the front end design. Means you do not need to worry about it. You do not need to worry about this as well, right? You don't need to, because that's not your goal. This is not your goal. You will be actually only designing the backend. So finally, if you do the backend means there is no interface. It is only the logic, the business logic. And then finally, look at this database. So now look at the teaching style. So you'll be developing the project management platform. You will be going over each of the user story. Based on the user story, your role will be here. If you are a front-end developer, you'll be focusing here, but you'll be working with this guy, because this guy actually UI UX designer designed the interface, which is graphical user interface. We call the GUI, graphical user interface. So that why once you have the interface, now using the HTML, CSS, and the framework, you'll be actually you'll be writing the code. Once you write the code, it should be like this. So once you've done this logical part, finally, now you have to start connecting this front end with the back end, because back end is where is business logic is stored. Means decision making happens in the back end. Now, after the back end, of course, now the decision making is done. This user information needs to be stored somewhere else. It is not in heaven or hell. It is actually on the database. So now it is coming to the database. So in this case, it is MongoDB. So what does it mean? Everything you will be learning, actually, this is the project where actually you'll be start implementing. Your brain will be opening, your thought process will be changing, you will see things, and you will be actually coming up with the idea how to solve it, what logic I need to write, and how to actually solve the front end, how to solve the back end, how to connect them. That's actually the whole things will ends up on this part. Means you'll be working on the project. So now look at this. This is one user story we walk through. Look at the second user story. Now it is the user story is, look at the UI. Now the UI is changed. Look at this. UI has been changed, but the front end code will be changed again. So now you will have a different front end code for this. For this what? For this interface. And then look at this. There is backend will be as well. And look at this. There is a database too. So you see this, for every single user story, almost you have this. You have a user story, which is the requirements. You have a UI UX designer to actually design the nice UI to follow the company guideline, get the approval from the business team, and then front-end developer actually design this, convert this UI into the HTML, CSS, combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And finally, you have to write the business logic. That's where the logical decision making happen. After the decision making is done, you have to store the user request on the database. This is actually your life cycle. You start developing, this is the life cycle. You start testing, this is the life cycle. Simple. So you will be doing this. So you have a forgot password. And then you actually create the organization. How to create the organization. And then of course there is many, you see. So there is like a create organization, add user to the organization, and then you actually creating a project. So actually this project you'll be doing, this is TS for use platform. It is very complex platform, but once you will be working with your mentors, with your group, you will be you will become a full stack web developer. You will be developing the website combination HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and other framework, and you will be developing the backend using the Express.js, and you'll be storing the data on the MongoDB database. It is NoSQL, means it is not a, it is storing the data in the JSON format. So that's actually the will be your learning roadmap we will be following. But more data will be added here, because to complete this, it will take 7 to 8 months, and it will need your minimum 40 hours weekly commitment. But let's go see now. So if you go back to the course, and if you come to the MERN full stack software engineer, you'll be coming here so that actually you can see this, the whole course itself. But the website you see here, second. So the website you see here, want to mention that TS4E, everything we do based on the MERN stack. Means our front end is also JavaScript, our back end is also JavaScript, and our all the framework we use based on the JavaScript, we call the MERN stack, and database we use MongoDB. So you should go on this and you find out all the details you want. Okay, courses, and then you click the MERN full stack software engineer. Okay, and some of the good news is until the July 31st, the enrollment is open for everybody. There is a multiple reason. One is, of course, before you making the commitment, you actually try us out. Means you know our process, our procedure, and then get to know us. Make sure you have a connection with us, so that we are giving you 30 days, no commitment. You don't need to do anything at all. You just simply, when you do the enrollment, actually, you will get the access of our contents. Means you will complete the choose and enroll. You will follow all the steps. Basically, you'll follow the steps, and then you will be able to get the access permission of our platform. Because this is the once a student join, they actually go there, the progress tracking and the content we provide with you. As an example, the documents, slide, videos, everything through the portal. This portal is web-based. We have a desktop application. We have the mobile application. So you can actually enjoy the mobility through the mobile app. You can use the desktop application to distract from the browser notification, because you're trying to do something and you get the Facebook notification. You are trying to do something, you got the LinkedIn notification. So you're just getting the notification all day and you are distracted. So to avoid the distraction, we have the desktop application as well, so that you can enjoy your learning and growing also. So once you get the enrollment done, basically, that's where we actually provide all our contents. All our contents initially will be locked, because we unlock the content weekly basis. So that's we go over this content to follow this. So there is the link in between. We do the weekly show and tell, which means what we have taught you just recently, or the recent workshop. You will be giving the presentation. It's called the show and tell. You will be giving throughout the bootcamp 15, minimum 15, maximum 20 show and tell. It can be 30 minutes to 1 hour. It builds the confidence. It builds the presentation skills, communication skills, and giving the speech in a larger audience that nobody knows you, but you're actually speaking with them. So throughout the bootcamp, you will be giving 15 minimum, 20 maximum show and tell of the presentation in front of me and your mentor. Of course, we have extensive interview videos. We'll be exposing once a year the boot camp you complete successfully. And the final is, each of the workshop will be providing, workshop video will be actually on the top of on this section. Means the last workshop will be on the top of this section, so that actually you can find out the workshop video very easily. Not only that, we also provide you the, you see. So let's go see. So once your program is done, you'll be getting the interview videos that actually your mentor answering for you and myself answering for you. Technical, non-technical, manager, behavioral, right? All type of question, hundreds of interview videos we recorded based on the questions that a manager can ask. Question can be technical, can be non-technical. We will give you the access, plus we will be working as a group, and you'll have a group interview, mock interview. All this good thing will be happening so that you complete your bootcamp successfully. On top of this, there is really other things will be covered next time. There is not now. Let me go over this. So then we will be actually providing you the documents. You do not need to buy you do not need to buy any book or anything else. Everything will be provided. They will be locked. We will only unlock when it is the right time for you. I mean, every weekly content will be unlocked so that you can focus on that content. So if you look at it, the way you will be getting the content will be like this sliding. So the slide is between the, it is like this. Let's go. If you go to the full screen, and you can get the slide. Basically, all the slide will be, appropriate sliding will be given if it is necessary. You may not get the enough slide because you'll be focusing on the writing the code to follow the MERN stack, like the bootcamp agenda. But this is how if we provide the document, that's how we provide the documents. And the good thing, this slide can convert a documents like this. Okay, so you don't need to buy any book, or you do not need to worry about where to get the information. Everything will be provided here. And plus, of course, in the orientation I will cover, you will be connected with us multiple way. But without any delay, let me get the questions from the audience. Okay, and then let's see here. Okay, now let's start with the technical Q&A. Okay, so I think I covered what is the MERN stack will be covered. That has been answered. And then who is eligible to join the MERN stack bootcamp? A person who is passionate about the problem solving. Means many people is, I just want to become a software engineer. To become a software engineer, I want to actually solve the problem. So if someone is computer science, is great. If someone is not computer science, is also great, because you are coming to us. We are expert what we do. We know how to do, and we know how to teach you the complex things as easy as possible. So it means as long as you have the priority, you have the time, you have the dedication, you are patient, you are in the game. Means you do not need to worry about the complexity. You get stuck, you will be getting the support from us. All you need to have the dedication, priority, and the consistency and the time. So anyone can join. How many hours need to be committed towards the bootcamp? The bootcamp has been designed for the 7 to 8 months. It means we will be giving you the content in the 7 to 8 months. We will get it done. We are expecting you every day 5 to 6 hours, and we are expecting you to give the 40 hours. Now you say, I do not have the 40 hours. What is the option? So the people who invest 40 hours, it will take for them the 8 months. Someone is giving the 30 hours, it will take them 10 months. So there is still no problem. But the consistency, continuation, dedication, priority has to be there throughout the boot camp. How long is the boot camp? As I mentioned, we'll be getting it done 7.5 months, maximum 8 months. It will not be crossing that. And you'll be have the chance to actually revision, review, problem solving, and the plan, go to the job market. We'll be giving you all the access. So what is going on here? Okay.
Can you reload the slide?
Sorry?
Can you reload the slide?
Or reload?
Yeah, I think you need to reload it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Look at this. So I was just informed by my team, our Facebook page has been hacked. Look at the logic, business logic. Okay. Okay. So let's go. Hey, what happened here? Okay. Okay, let's go here again. Okay, so I was going to the next question. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So let me go over again. Okay. How to do this? How can I go there? How can I go there? Okay, I go one by one. Slide. Okay, let me go back. I'm just reloading. You said do not make any changes anymore. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go contents, slide, and then this. Huh? Huh? Doing some call. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of call. Okay, so let me go back to the question list I have. Okay, so let's go here. What is the question? Okay, so we're here. Okay, we go here. Okay, I actually go from the front, and I think that's better for me to go here. I can actually log into switch the program, and then I can actually go here. I can go here. I will be able to. Okay, and I should be able to. Okay. Let me go to here, and then how to get this? Isha, did you share with here? I cannot get it. I was just.
Yeah, it was shared, but let me check.
Okay. I'm fine. I'm going with this. Okay. So the next question is, okay. So let's go here. Okay, I think here almost, I want to go each of the question. Okay. So the next question is sorry about the interrupt. Next question is, does TS4U provide interview assistance? Yes. So once you complete the program, we have the extensive metrics that once you complete the show and tell, your technical question, and your technical assessment, your project for the Multistreaming. Once you complete all of them, will be giving you the access for the interview. And basically, from the day one you'll be joining, your the new job profile will be ready, so that it will be, once before you go to the job market, we'll be providing all the details so that you can go to the job market. Interview assistant means prepare the resume and prepare with your interview, prepare with the interview questions, technical, non-technical behavior, so that you actually build the confidence, and then you will be going over the multiple round of the mock interviews, the group mock interviews, and the automated mock interview as well. We have everything behind the scene that's for you. It will be provided. Oh, some people actually hacked our Facebook again. Oh my gosh, Facebook is actually crazy. Facebook actually posting the bad things about. Okay, anyway, I don't have time. I have to report to the Facebook. Okay, so the next question is, if I can spend only 2 hours daily, should I join the bootcamp? Well, no, you should not join the bootcamp. You need to spend more time on the bootcamp, so that you can become productive. You can learn the things in a positive manner, and you can actually absorb as you learn. So 2 hours is not actually the good for the any bootcamp you join, especially engineering bootcamp. So does TH4U teach using dummy project or provide access to the internal project? Actually, as you will be going over the bootcamp, you will be actually developing a small project, as well as the large project I have covered in the project management platform. Okay, and how does TS4U provide assistance to us during the bootcamp? Means not only your workshop will be available 24/7, so that once you will be doing the technical work, you will be doing your the activities, you will be getting stuck, and through our chat, we will be actually providing you the assistance. Means through the Zoom, you will be able to get help, so that your roadblock actually goes away. You can continue, move forward. Okay, and then let's go with the 16. Does TS4U have any employer to place me in the job? Yes, we have. You can actually go with the resume with yourself, as well as you can actually go with our own partners network as well to place you in the job. What is the salary range for the Multistreaming developer? So it depends. Depends on the state, depends on the city where you work, but the salary range start with in between the regular state salary is 80,000, 90,000, and the good state, mean the good city, like some of the city has a very expensive, it can go 140, 150, 160, because the city living cost is high and you get the higher salary. If I fail to become a Multistreaming developer, what other career path options do I have? You can ask a question. So of course, we provide the Cloud Ops Engineer Bootcamp, we provide the Software Quality Assurance Engineer Bootcamp, and we provide the Product Owner. Because you are learning the programming language such as JavaScript, basically, if someone do not see themselves become a full stack, they can easily become a software quality assurance engineer. Okay, and this is the one of the path. The second path is, if someone is, what is this called? If someone is not the front-end developer, they can become a software quality assurance engineer, because in the software quality assurance engineer, you will also have the programming, which is we provide the Java and JavaScript. So you have a career path. As long as you spend the time from the day one, you give your effort, sincerely, you have the career path. Means your time will not be wasted and your effort will not be wasted. And now, let's go see this one. In the full stack development, if I feel I want to focus on the backend development, can I do that? Yes. So in the full stack means you are writing the HTML, CSS for the front end browser, and you are writing the backend logic. So if you feel confidence, I want to actually go to the backend. Absolutely, you can go full stack. Instead of the full stack, you actually go to the backend development, because learning the front end or the front end coding, it literally can take only 3 to 4 weeks max, because it's all about the beautification. I think the same question. Okay, then let's go. 21. So now the question is the opposite. In the bootcamp, if I feel passionate about the front end, means the website, can I focus on the front end development? Yes, you can, absolutely, because front end developer salary is also the same. And the good news is you'll be learning the full stack. In the American culture, most of the job you'll be actually either focused, you'll be actually hired either the front end developer, or you'll be hired as a back end developer. If you become a full stack, it is amazing. You will get the competitive advantage from other candidates if they apply all together, if you guys all apply together. So during the bootcamp, if I do not like the full stack development, as I said, can I switch to other bootcamp? Well, it depends, because if you join, if you spend time on it, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, if you complete this, because if you learn a programming language, which is JavaScript, actually you gain the huge amount of activities on your resume. So now, yes, if you do not see this full stack, and if you do not see, I do not want to be a front-end developer, I do not want to be back-end developer, what is the path? You can become a cloud ops engineer, and you can become a quality assurance engineer, because learning never goes waste. Because all the bootcamp we provide, this is the all, means you all the bootcamp position, part of the software development work. So now let's go. What is the starting salary for a modern developer? We answer between the 80,000 to 150 based on the city and the company and the negotiation. What is the career path for a modern developer? Excellent question. The question is, of course, you can be full stack developer, and you can be actually only the back end, only the front end. The career is amazing. You can become the DevOps engineer the full-time basis. Should not be any problem. You can actually switch to actually the other programming language, because the front end is always the same. You can learn the Python programming without any problem. But the career path is you will be senior the backend engineer or senior front-end engineer. You will be principal senior front-end engineer or principal senior backend engineer. You will be the architect of the backend software engineer, or you'll be software architect of the front-end engineer developer. So these are all the technical path for you. But the non-technical, once you become senior, you become experienced, you actually become a manager, means you are software development team manager. So you are managing the whole team. So these are all the path available for you. The salary, it can go up to the 300,000, 400,000 when you become a manager, because manager, they manage the team and the work is different. Architect, they can make up to the 250,000, 275, 175, 150. It all depends on the state and city you are in. Okay, what are some unique benefits I can get from the TS for you that others cannot provide? Of course, we are 24/7. We are actually engaged and involved throughout the bootcamp as like the project centric. It means you are paying for this bootcamp, but we will be actually ensuring you are engaged fully. It means we will be giving you the environment that you will be, it will be similar or the better than any project environment. We will be giving you the project that you will be working, and we'll be giving you the mentoring one-on-one. We'll be providing you technical support when you'll get stuck. We'll give you the mobility, means the mobile app. We'll give you the presentation skill development, because you have to give the show and tell. We'll be giving you the interview, because through the mock interview, you'll build your confidence. so many other benefits involved here that you'll be learning, you'll be getting from us that other people is not providing. As for my knowledge, because I have done enough research, what the benefits we provide, other people, they cannot provide because we have the project-centric bootcamp. Okay, and who are the mentors for the Marnstack? Okay, as I mentioned, our software developer means our team, TS40's employees, actually the mentor means instructor. So it means, of course, you know this, what we do, we are teaching you that. How we do, we are teaching you that. What you need to do, become a developer, then you will be able to do that as well. So that's actually the mentor. And then if I join the program and I want to cancel it on the 1 month, do I have the option? Yes, as I mentioned, until July 31st, we are not telling you anything. You can simply enroll, we'll be approving, and then July last, you can simply go. There is no obligation. So the goal is you can take advantage, you can learn about our process and procedure, you get to know us, and you can also feel the confidence if this is something for you. If this is the priority you have at the moment to change your career path. So all these options we are giving you so that you can connect with us and you can check yourself if this is something, if this is the roadmap I am going to go with my career transformation. How long does it take to get a job after completing the bootcamp? So it depends. If you actually apply a job today, it actually can take up to the 45 days. So because the job interview has a multiple layer, the recruiter, account manager, hiring manager, two type of hiring interview, and then of course the final interview. So it can take up to the 3 months. If you're active on the job market, it can take up to 3 months. Somebody take extra time, somebody take low time. It all depends based on the effort you are going to provide. But as long as we put you in the job market, we make sure that we are giving everything we have, and we are giving you the environment that you're fully engaged, involved, and if something is lack, we'll be talking and we'll be improving as you go. And plus, we actually in the job market, we assist you with the interview, means we hear what you say, how you say, so that we can improve in your next interview. Means literally, if you say something wrong, we'll say, well, say this way instead of that way. Or if they're asking, focusing on something, and you are saying something else, and we help you, do not say this, say that. So we provide this throughout the interview process when you are in the job market. What is your job success rate? Our job success rate is 85% to 95%. It means after somebody complete, once you put somebody in the job market, they actually get job. So once you're in the market, again, based on the timeline, everybody is different, but we actually can place everyone once we put them in the job market. Okay. Do you have a recruiting company for F1 student? Yes, we have. So for the foreign student, F1 means foreign student, they can actually we recruit only the engineering student, means that they have to be engineering discipline. If they can join our bootcamp, and then after they complete, we can possibly, based on the performance, we can hire them through our, if they're eligible, through their OPT. And plus, we can actually place them to our partners company as well. What are the payment options available for the out of the state, means Michigan resident? So we have the partners. One is the Stride income share loan. So income share loan is, you'll be applying for the 3 courses. Marnstack is not eligible for the income share, so I'm not going to talk about this. We have a student loan, which is the Climb Credit. They actually give you the student loan, the full amount of the bootcamp fees. And then you have a multiple options. One is deferred loans. You are not paying next 12 months. After the 12 months, you are start paying them back, interest and principal. But if you pay them off, like after you get a job, then of course you are saving the whole interest, which is good, which is the end outcome should be. So that they also provide the the no interest means you can pay up 12 months. They also provide the 12-month interest only. It means you pay the very minimum money, $100, couple $100 upfront, and then you pay after the getting a job, you are paying them off. Anytime you can pay them off, you are saving the interest. You will be learning all the details from our partners website, which is, if you go here, go to the resources, student loan, then actually you will be learning the details, how the partners work. I will be sending you the link after this, this call is done. So let's go to the next one. Any scholarship available for out of the state students? Yes. So we have the different type of scholarship and discount available. Someone joined the webinar. Someone joined all the webinar. Someone pay the upfront 5%, the half of the bootcamp fees, they get the 5% discount. Someone pays the full amount, they get the 10% discount. If someone is computer science, they get the discount. And someone referred the friends and family, they get the discount. So all type of discount available, and you can talk to us so that we can actually help you out. What does a 100% job guarantee means? It means actually if you actually work with us, complete the bootcamp successfully, we will be actually working with you, make sure you actually get the job. We have all the mechanism when someone does everything. Again, it can take a little bit extra time based on the effort, but we actually ensure you get the job. As long as you are not walking away, you are with us, you will be getting job, because we'll be working together, we'll be putting the effort. If something we don't know, we'll be make sure you know this. And then eventually you prepare yourself and we'll be helping together, you get the job. Can I back up in the middle of the boot camp? You cannot, because if you have family issues, you can join the next boot camp. And can I pay my Stride loan faster? Stride income share loan for the MARN, you cannot, because MARN does not provide the Stride. But in general, you cannot pay the Stride, the income share loan, immediately, because they do not allow like this. You have to pay them monthly. Who qualifies for the Michigan Works? We are state certified, the IT bootcamp. Someone is making 35 or 40,000 below, and they're underemployed, means they completed the graduation on one program, but they're doing the regular work. They can apply any Michigan Works throughout the state, and then it takes 45 to 60 days to get the minimum 4,000, and getting up to the maximum $9,000. You follow their process and the procedure. They have English test, math test. Once you get approved, they will be actually communicating with us. They will be actually paying us those money, and those money will be deducted from your boot camp. What happens if I have a bad credit score? So we would like to make sure we'll help you so that you can improve your credit. In the United States, the credit is all about everything. It does not go with your religion. It does not go with your the behavior. Your credit score, credit report is everything, how financially stable you are. If you have a nice car, you have a good credit. You have a nice house, you have a good credit. So if you do not have a good credit, of course, you'll be applying through the both partners. If it appears that you are not approved, we'll be working with you. Number one, to improve your credit, we have the partners. I will be connecting you with them so that they can improve your credit, and we'll be talking one-on-one how you can actually pay the bootcamp fees. But you will be you'll be applying through the partners. Can I have a lifetime access to videos and the documentation? Well, that's not the goal, because the contents changes very robustly each time. So the goal is you can get the access up to the 18 month, because it is not the university, it is not a college, or it is not a degree. It is something we are preparing you for a position that you can apply and get a job as soon as possible, but you can get up to the 18 month. What assistance do you provide for the H-1B visa holder? So again, if someone is the H-1B here, the OPT, if they're good at any of the position, we can apply for the H-1B through the United States. immigration and citizenship. Okay. And then someone is posting the, okay. Okay. Okay, so how many mentors each program? We have like a 4 to 5 mentors for each of the program so that you can get all the information you need. And then what if I'm unable to loan on time? Actually, you'll be working with them. After 12 months, actually, you're paying the loan. So you should be able to, you should have no problem with the paying the loan because it is like the couple $100 or the $200-300 maximum. You'll be working with the partners. They will be actually guiding you. Can I join a trial session? Yes, your enrollment is absolutely free. You can enroll, you can try out, you can get the access of all our bootcamps so that you're good to go. If I have any suggestions or compliance, who should I contact? You will be actually giving the access so that you can actually get all the access that you need. Okay. Oh my gosh. Someone is posting all the bad things. It's not us. Okay, good. It's not us. How many hours do I have to study complete to course my online? So the on time, you can say the 30 hours to 40 hours. 40 hours is committed. It's great because then you will do a very good job throughout the boot camp and you can get it done perfect. I am a student in the USA F1 visa. Can I also join the program? While not through our partners, you can join. And then of course, if you are engineering students, we'll be interviewing you so that you can join and you can do the bootcamp as well. Do you teach all the courses or do you have a mentors? Okay, we have the collective mentors to complete a bootcamp, not one mentors, 3 to 4 mentors for each of the bootcamp. And then can I get extra assistant after the workshop if I'm able to understand the topic? Yes, that's what I said. We provide the continuous support throughout the bootcamp so that you can get everything you need. What if I do not want to loan or start? Can I pay installment? You cannot because we have an agreement with the partners. Student has to go through them. If they're unable to get the credit, due to the credit, you pay them upfront, like the half of the bootcamp fees. Then you can pay them monthly. Yes. Do you provide the certificate after the course completion? Yes, you get the certificate after the bootcamp is complete. How do you help with the interview? Do you apply on behalf of yourself or apply yourself? We do both. You apply for yourself. We also apply on behalf of you when you are in the job market. Do you offer in-person class in Michigan State? Yes, Michigan resident. We offer, this is actually the classroom. We offer that. My writing and listening are good in English, but my speaking is poor. I am not confident. How do you teach such a student? Of course, bootcamp is completely English. So if you stay in the good English speaking environment, eventually you'll be learning all the good things. Means you have a good environment, you'll be learning, you'll be practicing. I saw that many students, they have issues for the English speaking and especially speaking. As they continue engage, involved in the bootcamp, they have improved quite a bit. They have improved a lot. So of course, it is a very good environment. What is the duration of the workshop every week? It 5 hours maximum. It can between 4 to 5 hours or 3 to 5 hours. Is the final exam? You will be doing the project. You will be giving the show and tell. You'll be answering technical question, the technical assessment. These are all combined called the metrics to complete your bootcamp successfully in order to prepare you for the job market and give you the access for the interview videos. Okay. How do you know if anyone is ready? We have in the portal, we have all the metrics is actually collecting throughout the bootcamp. Your performance will be evaluated based on the metrics, and then you will be receiving your performance each month so that you know if you are behind, we'll be working together and then actually have a plan to improve your situation from something you need to improve. We'll be working together to improve that issues or the areas. What are some important things to remember as a student before joining a bootcamp? Consistency, in time, discipline, and the listening, writing down the instruction, follow the process, trust yourself, trust the process, engage, involve. Do not take anything like I don't need it, I need that. Do not have those mindset, open mindset, and then have the ability to working with anyone, everyone, respectfully, professionally. Avoid the personal discussion, avoid the political discussion, religious discussion. Be open to work with anyone and everyone. Do you have any criteria for people joining your bootcamp? Yes, they have the timing is important and the priority is important. They cannot go outside of the US when they join the bootcamp, and they cannot actually the long vacation. They cannot go long vacation because those will be interrupted in the bootcamp. So we do not want you guys to do that. What is the next step? If I plan to join the bootcamp, you will be actually enrolling. You will be talking to us. We'll be actually sending you the email, communicating so that you can actually the enrollment is easy. You enroll, will approve. Then you will be getting the mobile app, desktop application set up, and you will go. You are starting the bootcamp. We are starting July 16. July 1st is our orientation, means to make sure everything is set up. And July 9 is our picnic in person in Michigan. July 16 is our first workshop. Workshop is 5 hours long because we'll be getting the bootcamp done in 6 months. Is it absolutely free to join the bootcamp till you get the job? Yes. Well, of course, you are joining the 12-month. It's not the free, but you are applying for the student loan or the income share loan. Based on your approval, you are not paying the 12-month. After 12 months, for the quality and the vehicle validation, if you do not make 35,000 or above, you are not paying them to the stride. For the cloud ops engineer, if you do not make 40,000 or above, you are not paying them. You only pay them based on the income criteria. For the student loan, you are paying them because it's a student loan. Monthly you are paying them, or you can pay them actually from your each month, or you can pay them off upfront. What if I miss my workshop due to some important work? We actually record each of the session. We share everything. And plus, you will be communicating with us if you miss any workshop. Do you offer career counseling? Can you help me choose the course? Yes. Once I actually speak with everybody one-on-one in some point, and we talk back and forth, couple session, and we actually select a good career path for you. I'm a housewife with 2 kids. Can I join the program? Do you think I can manage? If the kids is small, if you do not have enough help, you can manage. You need to actually spend extra month to get it done. And what is the scope of career advancement in this position? I already answered this. You can be senior front-end developer or the principal front-end developer, senior backend engineer, principal backend engineer, and the architect as well. And how can I succeed quickly in a new job? Throughout the bootcamp, if you perform very well, because your communication, collaboration, are open to work with others, listening skills, understanding your work, and estimate your work, deliver your work, these are all the core things of any job. Throughout the bootcamp, if you perform all of this equally, all the job will be great for you, and you'll be succeeding exceptionally well. Okay? Are all the IT job remote nowadays? Mostly remote, but also hybrid. How to manage studies, family, and the job? You will be speaking with your family, make a plan, and that my 7-8 month journey, you stop the outside activities, outside visit, hanging out with the friends and family. Do not go to the buddy game. Do not go to any vacation trip. You stop all of this. You will see you have enough time. Okay, let's go see. Next question is, but not coming. Will you guide us in negotiating after getting a selected job? Yes, we negotiate in the part of the job market. We negotiate to make sure you get a maximum pay from any of the job you get offer. Does the bootcamp student require a lot of communication? Well, yes. Become a software development team member. Exceptional communication is important because software being developed by group of people, not one person. So communication is important. What happens if I do not get a job after 12 months? Well, after 12 months, if you do not get a job, why you do not get a job? I will not go the 12 month. In the 7 month, we will know how the status is, and then you will not be able to in a position. After 12 months, we will be actually monitoring you weekly and monthly basis. After the bootcamp is complete, once we prepare you very well, once you go to the job market, after 12 months, you'll be searching, because as I mentioned, a job can take, if you interview today, it can take 45 days, because not only you, other people will be interviewed, and they have to actually go to their background check and everything else. Eventually, everyone I have seen, with or without knowledge, they actually land in the IT job, as long as you are staying in the game. And then what makes the TS40 different from other bootcamps? We are actually project-based, and we teach what we develop, and we actually teach what you need from the day-to-day point of views. We teach very practical, because from the development point of views, and we can show you everything step by step, and we can tell you why it is, how it is, and what is the purpose we are doing it. So we do not have any book version here. We have all the work version, means everything will be practical. Do you work with hiring partner? Yes, we do. And what are the best practice for any student who join in the bootcamp? Be attentive and set up your computer, the good planning, be consistent, good at communication, engage with other people, and then actually do not late, and join the show and tell, and do the sync up call, and do the show and tell and the presentation. Okay, and how important is to attend the orientation is very important, because if you don't know the portal, how it works, because you'll be behind. So it is very important to know how the portal works, orientation works is very important. Then you will get to know all our process and the procedures. Why is it important to watch workshop video repeatedly? Because it is not a book version, it is the work version. So knowing the workshop video is, watching the workshop video is very important, so that you can learn and you can take the notes, and that actually you can connect the dot throughout the bootcamp, and you'll do exceptionally well once actually you do a good job. And then what is the show and tell? I see students doing the show and tell on a daily basis. How does it benefit? Show and tell is presentation based on what we taught you throughout the bootcamp or throughout the workshop. You are actually giving the presentation to me or to your mentor. So it helps you build the confidence, communication skills, presentation skills, and giving the speech in a big audience. Not only the speech, you're also giving the hands-on in front of them. It is very important, really. Okay, I'm not actually answering all the questions. There is other questions. We'll be sharing this to you guys, so that you can actually go over them more. In the orientation, we can cover at least the from 90 to the remaining questions from the orientation, so that actually you guys can get all the answer. So then what is the next step then? Next step is, if you go log out, if you go to the TS4U, the portal, you will be actually on our website. For now, do not go to the Facebook, because somebody hacked the Facebook. As you said, someone actually, they're trying to hack our Facebook. I think we are growing, so they're posting the bad thing. Hey, not me, not our team. So make sure you know this. So we'll be communicating in the Facebook to make sure everything is removed, and that's the goal. But do not worry about the Facebook. That's not what we are posting. You will go to the courses, and then actually any program you join, you should go from the left side. You should go to the program, but in fact, you should go any of the program you want to join. You actually do the enrollment. When you do the enrollment, you actually step by step choose and enroll. You complete the enrollment, submit new form, and then actually you give your email ID, and you step by step follow the form. If you do not understand, you can just simply call us. To call us, you just simply can set up a talk to us here, so that we can answer your question without any problem, or on our homepage, 586-276-7347. You can call us, so we will be able to help you one-on-one. And the next one is, if someone has completed the enrollment, your goal is to go to this state funding and the financing. You should go the flow, and this is important. If someone completed the enrollment, right, you did not apply, you should download the app. You should download the desktop app. You should actually prepare your workstation. Make sure your workstation match the criteria. For the Multistreaming, you cannot use the app of M1 at all. You cannot, because it does not work. It does not support very much. Then you will go to the documentation. That's all the videos. You will be signing up the Agile ALM. That's the project management platform. And then you will create a Git account so that you can push your code to the Git, so that we can store your code. Download the Zoom. Important. This is the important one. That's the I was talking. When you start, you actually create a new Gmail account with the meaningful name. With the same Gmail account, you will be creating the LinkedIn account, same Gmail account, Monster account, same Gmail account, Indeed account, same Gmail account, Career Builder, same Gmail account, register on. Dice. And then you are good. Once you start the bootcamp, you are in the bootcamp, you will be joining through the Zoom. We will be actually adding you on the chat group. You'll be logging. If someone is having issue with the login, you can forget password, and then you join. Once you sign in, then you should be able to do in the chat, we communicate anything and everything. Anything and everything we do through the chat 24/7 from your mobile app and from the desktop app. You will be actually getting the chat notification. It means the workshop, show and tell reminder, presentation reminder, and the workshop reminder, everything will be on the chat. You have any questions, you'll be asking in the chat. You are setting up a meeting, we'll be getting the notification. So this chat is all about everything for the engagement, collaboration, and getting the answer quickly. And that's the expectation. Okay, let's say I think I have covered everything else. What about the Next.js? We are not covering the Next.js on this, because then it will be lengthy, but we'll be giving the 2 workshops with the Next.js. That is not exactly the projects, and a demo project will be implementing. It will be microservices. Yes, we'll be covering that, but that will not be actual like our project. Our project, we do not have, we have the Express.js. We did not do the Next.js yet. We have the microservices, e-commerce based Next.js. Okay, let's go see. I think we also teach this technology. Yes, oh, I think Pratik did it. Yep, I think he did it. Sorry, I said it wrong. Okay, thank you guys. So we'll be actually sending you the email, sending you this recording. And July 1st, we'll be sending you the link when we do the orientation. Orientation will be 2 to 3 hours. Oh, we make sure that you have everything is ready, means your preparation. Once everything is ready, it is easier to start the bootcamp, and you can focus on your bootcamp. And if things are not ready, you will be behind. So you want to do the orientation, make sure you have everything you need so that you can focus on the bootcamp instead of the focus on your preparation. And I wanted to thank everybody for your time. I am actually